What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here today, bringing to you my Sustaining Street video for September and October 2018. Now, it has been some time since I've actually done one of these videos. I kind of decided I was going to wait off on August. I wasn't going to do one because I really didn't buy anything really. And September, I was kind of debating on doing a monthly one. And I kind of said, you know what, I'll wait until October to do a double. Just because I have like a little bit of things, but I wasn't going to buy too much considering I went on the New York trip last week. But we're here today for a double covering September and October. For those of you guys who have been with the channel for a minute, you guys know how this works. But for those of you guys who are new to the channel, Sustaining the Street is a segment of monthly videos I bring on here showcasing different anime, manga, and video game related pickups that I get over the course of each month towards the end of the month or the beginning of the new month. Kind of showing you guys inside the things that I'm interested in, whether it be through anime Blu-rays, DVDs, whether it be through manga volumes, data books, art books, that kind of stuff, and video games, whether or not they're related to anime or manga. And just basically like almost in a way like kind of like a recommendation to you guys. Like if I'm buying these things and I'm enjoying it, I like it, and I talk about it on here, there's a chance you may want to get into it as well. And with most of my Sustaining Street videos, I have links down in the description below. That way you guys can go and check out a lot of different sites that I go on to go and buy myself, whether it be my Japanese imports, whether it be my manga volumes, anime Blu-ray buys, you know, my video games, that kind of stuff. So if you guys want to check out the links down in the description below, you might find some discounts in there. Definitely go and check it out. So, without further ado, let's jump into the actual pickups, and let's get started on the video games. Alright, so the video games that we got this time around started off series that's near and dear to my heart, pretty amazing. It's probably up there right now with like Metal Gear Solid, Persona, Kingdom Hearts and stuff, and recently just got done playing the remake for the second game. But I'll show off first Yakuza Kiwami 2, as you can see right here, the steelbook cover edition. On the back you have like Ryuji Goda, but here like it has like the normal back cover and stuff with the slip cover and everything for that, Yakuza Kiwami 2. And then this one right here, the conclusion of a certain man's journey right here, the song of life that is Yakuza 6. Again, I love the Yakuza series, you guys should know. I did a video actually way back talking about Yakuza Kiwami 1. And I may have to honestly do a video regarding Yakuza at some point in time, talking about my experience with the series. Because this right here is like, what, again, all-timer. I'm talking about on the same tier that I would put close to like, you know, Metal Gear, Persona, Kingdom Hearts, of that nature. Even some Final Fantasy games I would put there as well. And it's just absolutely brilliant. Like, to me, I feel like it's a more tame version of what like GTA, you know, how you can go into like all these towns and like, you know, you could be like a monster and be a people, but at the same time, you're kind of like a hero of justice and stuff on the streets of Kamurocho, Sotenbori, that kind of stuff. And Kazuma Kiryu, the big goat himself, he's one of my all-time favorite MCs in video games, period. So I would definitely recommend getting into the Yakuza series. I mean, it's one of the best series that I've gotten into. Definitely if you like, you know, something where it involves a lot of fighting, a lot of fun, like, you know, out of the character, like little things, like, you know, side quests, just little things that are just out of the norm of what Yakuza represents. Like, it is about like fighting and about like, you know, dealing with like gang war, that kind of stuff, you know, in the Japanese setting. But it's a lot more than more than that kind of stuff. But I would definitely recommend the Yakuza series. It's phenomenal. And yeah, people should really check it out, man. Sega actually has some classics on them, and I would definitely put Yakuza in that category. The next one that I got my hands on, of course, is FIFA 19. Just like every single year, I have to get the FIFA games. FIFA 19, my man Cristiano Ronaldo in that Juventus jersey. I don't know, I mean, I kind of like AC Milan a little bit more, but I mean, if I have to watch Juventus games because of him, I have to. But FIFA 19 so far, it's been fine. I'm not a big fan of the trick shot thing, the mechanic that they have in there, where you have to like to time shots and stuff. I kind of turned that off and went back to playing like the standard way you're supposed to be playing FIFA. But like I said, with most of these games, you need to have like a LAN cable to especially play, because online servers are just absolutely horrendous. If you're playing against some guy who could afford a game that's $90 but can't afford a stable internet connection, it's not the fun experience that it's supposed to be. Like, it isn't. But overall, I still enjoy it. Again, PSN is down in the description below. MidnightTunes, if you guys want to add me up on PS4, you want to catch some hands in FIFA 19, I suggest you do it. And I'll see you on the pitch. And the last of the video games that I got my hands on, one that I recently just completed, and that is Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man on the PS4. This is like the reversible cover, because, you know, they have like the normal edition one, and I have this one, of course, has a logo on the back and everything. But Spider-Man was really good. Again, I'm not that big into comics myself personally, so a lot of the stuff that I was like learning about and seeing through this game, I thought was pretty interesting. You know, the Sinister Six, people like, you know, Kingpin and stuff, you know, which was a pretty amazing fight to start off the game. But aside from that, though, like the gameplay itself, I thought was really well done. The side stories were a little itself, and the story for the most part was good, but it was nothing like that blew me away whatsoever. But Again, some really good characters in there. I definitely would consider getting my hands on the DLC for Spider-Man, the one that has like, you know, Felicia, aka Black Cat. That's pretty much why I bought the game. It was because of her, and she's DLC, so it's like, yeah, I might have to buy it. But Spider-Man, really good, amazing. Again, Sony did numbers with this one. I thought, you know, God of War was doing numbers for it, and then Spider-Man just kind of propelled itself for there. I could definitely see us going up for a lot of awards and stuff, but definitely one of my favorite games I played from this year. So yeah, if you haven't checked out the Spider-Man game yet, I would definitely recommend it. It's really damn good. And you know, shout out to Peter Parker, he's still the big GOAT. Miles Morales, big GOAT. MJ, big GOAT. And of course, Felicia, you know, near and dear to my heart. Next up, we have the anime Blu-rays. Pretty much the only Blu-ray that I actually bought in the last couple of months, and one that I'm very happy to get my hands on because it kind of completes a collection I've been owning for a while. And that is the Mobile Suit Gundam, the Origin OVA series. And you see here, so that's like the shrink wrap, so I'm trying to be careful with the lighting. But this is the OVA 6 is the conclusion. I believe volumes 5 through 7 or 5 through 8 is what covers the OVA series. I have to go back and recheck on my revisit with the manga. But yeah, this right here, one of my favorite shonen series of all time, like the Mobile Suit Gundam, the Origin. I know it's technically, you know, Mobile Suit Gundam 0079, whatever, the OG Mobile Suit Gundam. But regardless, the Origin is phenomenal. The manga itself has some of my favorite art, but the anime itself, I think, did a really phenomenal job. Kind of talking about, you know, Char's like origins, everything from like, you know, way back before, like, you know, like the Battle of Loom, all that kind of stuff. And I'm excited to check this out because I have not watched films 4 and 5. So hopefully sometime during the winter when I have some more downtime, I can actually, you know, go ahead and just rewatch the entirety of it and then watch, you know, 4 through 6 and kind of cap off this journey I've had with Mobile Suit Gundam. And again, I'm not a big fan of mecha, even though like some, like, you know, Gurren Lagann, which is like one of my favorite anime ever, is a mecha. And there's not really many I can say that I thoroughly enjoy on that tier, like I do with Gurren Lagann and I do with Mobile Suit Gundam. But it has my recommendation. It's really good. Again, CD Japan has, I believe, a good chunk of all these OVAs in the Blu-ray set, so definitely consider going to get them. Mobile Suit Gundam greatness. Alright, now that we talked about some of the Japanese stuff there with the Mobile Suit Gundam release, I actually have some of the volumes in Japanese that I got. Kind of a mix with stuff that I got from CD Japan and some stuff that I got during my time in New York City. And the first of the ones that I got my hands on right here, a very thick volume, and I say this again, emphasize on it, thick. And that is Tokyo Ghoul Re Volume 16. Look at this thing. This is a thick volume, okay? I believe you got chapters 165 through 179 that's inside this. It's huge! Right? It has the last parts of the manga is all like jumbled in here. Like Ishida, I don't know what was going on. I mean, like, you got, I mean, I guess he didn't want to do like, you know, 16 and 17 being literally like, you know, a thin volume, which is like nothing. But either way, I really enjoy what I read of Tokyo Ghoul throughout the years. I was a fan of the series, you know, when the anime had first came out, and then I got into the manga right towards the tail end of when the first part finished, and then I was pretty much reading Tokyo Ghoul Re up until, you know, from the very beginning in November 2014 up until like the end. I was doing live reactions here and there for it, and of course I kind of became inconsistent with it until I did one for the final chapter, which I didn't want to have like a regret I had with not Tokyo Ghoul Re, but with Toriko. I didn't want something like that to happen, because if I did, I would feel pretty depressed that I couldn't be able to get, you know, my feelings captured in a video for a conclusion of a series that I thoroughly enjoy. So yeah, if you've never got a chance to be able to experience Tokyo Ghoul weekly, I highly suggest getting into it. Again, I've heard there's rumors of an anime outside of season 1, which they don't exist. If you want to check out the first season, I think it's not that bad, but per se, if you want to get the best experience for Tokyo Ghoul, I would highly suggest getting into the manga. And Suya Ishida, one of my favorite writers, great art style, amazing characters, like he just brings out everything, honestly. So yeah, Tokyo Ghoul, yeah, it gets my recommendation. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. Next up we have is Detective Conan Volume 94. Now normally I would buy the English volumes for Detective Conan because of how much I enjoy the series, one of my favorite shonens, but this particular volume has a certain chapter that's in color, chapter 1000. Like, I had to get my hands on it. Now I saw it like in the stores and everything, I saw like, you know, the color just like, you know, bursting out, like it just looks so beautiful, and I had to get my hands on it. Again, Detective Conan, phenomenal series. I know some people are kind of like, you know, strayed away from it because of the fact that it's such a long series, but I highly suggest checking it out. Again, it's one of those where you're going to be so grateful at the fact that it is a long series because of how brilliant Gosho Aoyama is as a writer. Like, the way he's able to kind of flesh out these characters and these cases, and it makes you, you know, more interested in exactly how the thought process of a criminal works and how they're able to get away with certain crimes, and how like the main character has to try and figure them out. Not to mention all the other stuff that ties into the main timeline stuff. You know how this kid's trying to regain his body and everything. It's just really awesome. So yeah, Detective Conan, an amazing shonen series. That's my recommendation. If you haven't checked it out already, definitely check it out. And again, I actually do live reactions to the manga and certain discussions here and there with it. And I need to get back on to doing certain discussions, but stay tuned. Next up, we have a series pretty brand new in my collection and pretty brand new actually on my channel in terms of coverage. And that is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 2. I was going to get my hands on the first volume, but unfortunately Kinokuniya was kind of sold out at the moment with them. So I decided, you know what, I want to at least get this from my man Megumi. But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is really damn good. Again, a lot of people have been asking why I'm actually, so gung-ho over this series. And basically, to put it to you like this, if you like Tokyo Ghoul, if you like Bleach, if you like sorcery, demons, curses, and pretty much a main character that can actually throw hands and stuff, I definitely would recommend it. But it just has like this dark, edgy tone to it in a battle shonen that I just feel like, is kind of missing in Weekly Shonen Jump. And Jujutsu Kaisen just does a really good job with it, honestly. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting into it because it's going to be one of the next big series that's going to be coming out in Weekly Shonen Jump. Only 31 chapters, I think, are currently out. 29 of them are out in English as of right now. I just recently did a live reaction to it. So if you want to be a part of the journey on my channel when it comes to Jujutsu Kaisen, definitely consider subscribing. And definitely consider reading it if you haven't already. The first 3 chapters are out on Viz Media. And if you have a Jump subscription, by the way, I'm going to also plug this in for another series when we get to it. If you have a Jump subscription, you do the surveys, and they ask you if there are questions or anything regarding, like, the Shonen Jump podcast, make sure to ask them to put Jujutsu Kaisen in the weekly lineup so that way people can experience more of the greatness that is Jujutsu Kaisen. I need to see Akutami Gigi prosper. Go read the series if you haven't already, okay? Just to make it happen. And the next one that I was talking about in regards to the survey and what we need to add more into the weekly lineup here in the West is the greatness that is Haikyuu, which right here we have the color illustration book, which has like a bunch of the art and stuff that Furudate Sensei has done over the time of the series. I believe from chapters 1 through 290. So any of the color pages and cover spreads that they've done over the time of the series are all in here, especially different like concept art, promotional art that Furudate has done, on Twitter, different social medias and stuff for the series. Everything you can think of is possibly in here. Even like storyboards, that kind of stuff is in there as well. Definitely one of my favorite things to own, honestly, in terms of my collection. This is like a prize one for me, just getting like more colored Haikyuu and just having more Haikyuu in general. And not only that, I picked up this one. I actually picked up here at Kinokuniya, Volume 33. Listen, for those of you guys who subscribe to my channel, y'all know why this volume in particular has been picked. Because at first I was thinking, wait, is it that moment? Like, you're seeing the volume cover here. Is it that moment? And no, there's way more that I'm thinking. And it had a certain chapter which is tied with another chapter that came out recently from one of my favorite chapters this year in Weekly Shonen Jump. And I'll just say this right now. I know there's a lot of people who are fans of the anime. I know you guys are waiting patiently. Look, if come December by Jump Festa, nothing is stated whatsoever regarding Haikyuu, please, for the love of God, finally take the plunge and get into the manga. It is amazing. You don't need to, have the anime to, tell you, to convey, how great the series is. The manga does exactly just that as well. And like, you're missing out, honestly, on such a brilliant manga that's just going in, carrying Weekly Shonen Jump on a week-to-week basis. Like, One Piece is putting out fire. My Hero's been putting out fire. Promise Neverland's been going in. But this right here, honestly, is like the workhorse, literally a Weekly Shonen Jump. I highly suggest, if you're not going to wait for the anime any longer, if it's taking too long, you want to experience more stuff of the greatness, I highly suggest giving the Haikyuu Hypeu manga a chance. Whether if you're going to start from the beginning, where you're going to go from, I believe, chapter 187, 189, around there, for where it kind of ends off season 3, definitely consider doing that. You're making a great business move. Get on the Haikyuu greatness now before it's too late. And the last of the volumes that I picked up in Japanese, and right there as you see, Volume 90 of One Piece, which covers from chapters 901 through 910, as the very end of Whole Cake Island, everything of the Reverie, and the first 2 chapters in of the Wano arc. An arc I've been waiting for literally since my senior year in high school. Again, if you guys are subscribed to my channel for One Piece, you already know about the greatness. But if you haven't already, man, definitely consider doing so. I've been seeing a lot of people recently on social media now who've been getting into the One Piece manga, the anime, and it just kind of warms my heart just kind of see more people kind of experiencing, the same feelings I've had for this series, for so many years and experiencing like right now. So yeah, One Piece greatness. I cannot wait to own the rest of the, the volumes. Hopefully this one in English, which I think comes out sometime in May next year, 2019. So yeah, hopefully I can have this in my May video afterwards and to kind of see a comparison with the two. But yeah, One Piece greatness, volume 90. Oda was in his bag during this volume. And now on to the English volumes, the last of the bits that I have in the collection. Of course, going back to One Piece again, we have volume 87. Won't talk too much on this one, but it covers from chapters 870 through 879. So it concludes a certain event that takes place in this volume, and it kickstarts at the very end of the volume. My second favorite fight in the series, my favorite fight post time skip. One of the best bits, honestly, of Whole Cake Island. Again, I'm waiting for all the volumes to be out so I can actually do a proper reread of Whole Cake Island, because I've done it already before through the Jump magazines, with all the chapters kind of coming out. I need to do a proper one with all the volumes, so I kind of have like, a firm feeling when it comes to Whole Cake Island, because I feel like for the most part it is a good arc, but it does have a lot of things that I just wasn't a fan of, like certain elements of the story that were kind of used and like kind of told. But regardless, still good arc. But to kind of get like a true feeling of it, I need to wait until all the volumes are out. But yeah, One Piece greatness. And next up we have is volume 14 of My Hero Academia, which I'm not gonna say too much into this because of spoiler reasons whatsoever, but all I'll say is that when you guys get into season 4 of the anime, this most likely is going to be, all of this will probably be covered in the first few episodes of the 4th season. Manga fans already know about it, man. The internship arc, some fire, definitely. And yeah, man, if you're anime only, honestly, you're experiencing some really good stuff here. Some people hail it as the best arc thus far in My Hero Academia. It definitely is one of my favorites, so yeah, expect some really good stuff coming in, man. I mean, honestly, Horikoshi has been on a roll from here onwards to the rest of the stuff that's been going on recently in the manga. And this is definitely going to be, hopefully, the most anticipated arc that's going to be adapted in the anime thus far, and something that I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy. So yeah, My Hero, volume 14. And we're back with more Haikyuu volumes, of course, because it's been a minute since I actually got some, and I have right here, volume 26, Kyoko, man, Shimizu. Listen, there's a certain chapter in here with her, and it's some hype, okay? Volume 26 has the matchup with Lee with Tsubakihara. I believe it has the beginning of that matchup and stuff. So some really good stuff over here afterwards, and again, I won't say too much after that. But basically, anything that's possibly touching the season 5, I would assume, depending on the pacing. But yeah, this stuff will be either like end of season 4, beginning of season 5. But some really good stuff right here for Haikyuu, volume 26. And then run right here, man, volume 27. Look at my man Sugawara, bro. Like, I need to do another reread for this as well, because I feel like Sugawara is a character I haven't given enough love that I should. He's just a really amazing character. And again, let's see on the back cover and stuff, sneak peek and everything right there. The characters from Tsubakihara. Again, if you guys are fans of the manga, you already know about the heat, but if you guys are anime onlys, look, man, you're missing out on some really amazing stuff. Definitely consider making that business move and switching over now to the manga while you still can. And next up we have is the final volume of Toriko, volume 43. Now I actually own this one in English, and I have the Japanese one, which is on the other side where my case is and stuff. But yeah, man, volume 43. I'm still missing volumes 41 and 42. I haven't been able to find them in my normal chapters in the go, so I gotta go back there, hopefully go online, try and find more of them. But yeah, man, I'm really happy to own this. Toriko, one of my favorite shonen series of all time. Again, I know it's a series that people like to rag on stuff and say that, from a story element, it's not as great, but I don't care, man. Hands are being thrown, food is out, world building is out, amazing art is out, amazing fights are out. That's all I need, man. Toriko is greatness. If you haven't experienced it yet, listen, there is no anime adaptation for it as much as people want to say there is one. So definitely go and check out the manga. It's the only source material you need to experience the greatness is. There's that whoa, whoa, Toriko, oh, whoa, whoa, Kugi Punche. But yeah, just go ahead and experience it, please. Please, just do it. And the next one we got our hands on is volume 25 of Attack on Titan. Again, the Attack on Titan anime, for you guys who are anime onlys and stuff, they've done a phenomenal job. They have done a phenomenal job with the anime recently. I mean, it was an arc that people have been saying, like even myself personally, that I wasn't sure how they're going to adapt it in the anime, considering that from a month-to-month basis, it was kind of okay. But they've done a phenomenal job with the anime, and I think, especially because they're about to get into certain material, which I believe is close to this stuff right here, in the next core, which is coming out sometime in April. You're getting into some really good stuff, man. Attack on Titan, again, I know it's kind of felt like it had like a little bit of a setback because of how long it took, between season 1 to season 2 for the release dates and everything. But honestly, it's been a really fun read with the manga, and the anime has been going in. So yeah, I don't expect Attack on Titan to falter anytime soon. And especially where the manga's at recently right now, it's been really damn good. So yeah, Attack on Titan, Volume 25, and definitely if you are an anime only, you don't want to wait any longer, hey listen man, the manga's heat, and if you make the jump, you're making a good move. And last but not least, to conclude this haul, we have a new series that's in the collection. I'm probably going to collect the 3rd volume, so that way I at least on the first 3. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Volume 1. And we got Volume 2 right over here. Look at that boozing, yo. Look, I got into the Kimetsu no Yaiba, I believe it was like a couple months back and stuff, and I just recently caught up with the manga after putting off for some time. And I have to say right now, it is a dark horse, really. It is a dark horse series in Weekly Shonen Jump. And I was talking about earlier with like, you know, One Piece, Haikyuu, My Hero, Promised Neverland, Food Wars, all these other series have been going in Jump. This right here has been really good as well. I definitely would say right now it's one of the next big shonen series that's going to be coming out. Especially next year, the anime with Ufotable in April. Oh my god, man. Like, you know, I've experienced like the Fate series and stuff, you know, Fate Zero, Unlimited Blade Works and everything. I've seen how great the animation is. The way these fights are going to be animated, if I'm thinking in the mindset that I have when I watch the Fate series, it's going to be ridiculous. Like, the fights here are going to look way too clean. The characters and everything are just awesome as well. You know, main protagonist right here, Tanjiro, amazing, amazing dude. Definitely, I'm going to say right now, man, if you are not on the hype train for Kimetsu no Yaiba, I would suggest getting onto it now, because by next year, around this time possibly, you're going to see a lot more coverage, a lot more, you know, praise, a lot more respect being put on Kimetsu no Yaiba. Amazing, amazing series. Gotoge, she's done great. I mean, female mangakas are going in. They're putting out fire as they should. And Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba is definitely the next series you guys should really keep an eye on for. Again, like with Jujutsu Kaisen, again, I believe right now there's only 130 chapters currently out at the moment. But honestly, by the time we come around here next year and see, you know, how well the anime does, I can definitely see Yaiba's like fan base, popularity and stuff rise to new heights. And I would definitely get on the hype train now before it's too late. And that pretty much concludes the Sustained Industry video for September and October. Again, kind of a long one because there's a lot of pickups that I got over the last couple of months and stuff. But hopefully I can come back on here on a month-to-month basis and hopefully, you know, kind of just condense everything a little bit more so it's not as long. But if you enjoyed this long video talking about all the pickups that I got in the last couple of months, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys picked up in the last couple of months, so that way I kind of have an idea of maybe some stuff that I might consider getting my hands on if I do end up seeing them in a store near me. So definitely leave your thoughts down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here, and I will definitely see you guys hopefully sometime in November for the November Sustained Industry video. So Commodore Last signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care.